Welcome back to Black Women Link Up, where we bring the real back to Black sisterhood. So today is a very special episode because Black Women Link Up is officially 3 years old today. When you're seeing this, we will have officially turned 3 years of highs, lows, events, podcasts, conversation, collaboration, connection, networking. The list goes on. Happy birthday to Black Women Link Up. I wanted to do a quick cheers for everybody that has ever supported this platform, that has ever tuned into this platform, that has collaborated with this platform. This one's to you. And yeah, here's to many, many, many more great memories. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick catch up, where I've been, because we haven't posted an episode since, oh my God, Jesus. I think the last thing that was uploaded was the blind deaf challenge that I did with Brees and Camille. That was probably the last thing. But the last episode, I believe, was the episode with Jayla and I, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a lot to catch up on. It's been a lot of tea. As you can see, it's just me now. We're gonna get into that later. But before I get into the tea, as you guys know, there's always an icebreaker or something like that. So I figured I would switch it up a little bit and do hot takes. So the first hot take, and these are all from the dome, okay? First hot take is stop assuming that out for Black kids is football/basketball. I saw somebody post this on TikTok the other night, and I was like, you know what? That is so true, because the number one thing, I know people that's in their 30s still trying to make it into the NFL. Baby, the dream has long gone. The dream, wake up. Wake up. There are so much more that, African American kids can get into that's not football and basketball. Yes, we are dominant in these industries, but also there's chess, there's art, there's science, there's fashion, there's music, there's all different types of things, technology, finance. There's so many things that from a young age that kids have so much potential to be able to grow into, but are limited to things like basketball and football, because that's all we've been wired to know as what's gonna get us out the hood per se. So that's my first hot take. Second hot take is clean girl aesthetic isn't as cute as y'all think. Y'all, I get it. I have this kind of era where I wanted to do a clean girl outfit, very minimal basics, and that's just not me. I think not only just this, but I think having an aesthetic, a wardrobe that fits for your type of personality is what's going to make you feel and perform the most confident. I can't wear a basic t-shirt and basic pants every single day. That's not me. I feel like social media has kind of romanticized and uplifted this aesthetic and turning it into a trend for what it is. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. For some of the girls, it's very cute, it's very tea, but it matches their aesthetic. You can dress very minimal, and everybody has their minimal days. I get it. But the whole glamorizing this minimal Aritzia, Zara basic aesthetic, and your style and your personality is the complete opposite, will always be so crazy to me. You can demand respect from older family members. This is the one. This is the kicker, because I've been in a lot of situations recently where I've been around my older family members, and now that I'm 28 years old, my birthday. My birthday was September 24th, clock it, 28 now, don't know how to act, period. There's just a certain level of respect that I demand as somebody that is a fully fledged, grown ass adult. You are not going to talk to me like I'm a child anymore. You are not going to move around me as if I'm a child anymore. I do pick up on, body cues, and I do pick up on passive aggressive behavior and passive aggressive tones. I pick up on all that. And I think now, I keep talking about this, but I'm just in this phase of being more confident with how I talk and how I'm addressed, and demanding my respect when I walk into a room. Being the new adults means taking care of who took care of you. This this is something that, you know, I'm realizing a lot of our generation, I don't think we realize, us being the new adults, like, we got to take care of our parents. We got to take care of our grandparents. We have to be the pioneers of the family now. We have to be the ones to, you know, plan dinners and plan holidays. And a lot of us feel like we're still owed something. And to a certain extent, yes. But that doesn't mean that you can't do your part in keeping your family together. Like, my grandparents are getting old. My parents are getting older, and the older that they get, the more I'm cherishing, like, pouring into them more and planning stuff with them more and calling them more, like, just staying more in contact versus always waiting for somebody to reach out to me or wait. Like, I get it. It's a balance in a family relationship. Any relationship should always be two-sided. It should be effort from both sides. But the older I get, the more I'm like, if I want to have a solid family foundation, I need to be able to do my part as well. And I need to show up as, you know, an intentional daughter, an intentional sister, an intentional cousin, an intentional auntie across the board. So if that means sometimes putting my pride aside because I haven't heard from somebody in like 2 months and saying, hey, I haven't heard from you, when are you coming over? Or, hey, I haven't heard from you, but, you know, this holiday's coming up and I like to get this family together despite what might be going on. That's what needs to happen. Like, baby, we is touching our 30s. Like, please. The last one, let's normalize judging people again. I don't know why. Mind you, this list I came up with like throughout the week. I just think people don't be judging people no more. And people be moving like real audacious and real like, some sus, some got a little bit too much dip on their chip. And we just, like, when you out, I don't know. I feel like it's like social politics in a way to, like, if you don't know what else to say to somebody, compliment them. Baby, you don't always got to compliment somebody. Like, please, if I look a mess, don't tell me I look cute. Do not tell me if I look cute. Like, it is okay to look at that girl. And this is just my opinion. It's okay to look at somebody like they crazy if they bump into you, or if they spill a drink on you, or if they looking at you crazy, or if they shoes look raggedy and you're at an upscale restaurant. Like, you need to have, like, the standard just needs to be raised a little bit more. And I feel like we're not doing our part to reinforce that. So I feel like in a world where we're very sensitive, yes, like, I get it 1000%. How do I say this? There's just people that need to be judged a little bit more. There's not even judged. There's people that need to be humble. There's people that need to be like put in their place sometimes. And I feel like it used to be like that once upon a time, where my old classmates would call it cutting ass. Like, people don't cut ass no more. People not getting told about themselves no more. People not coming for next no more. Like, what happened to that? Let's bring that back. Okay, so now that we've gotten past the hot takes, I have to get into the tea of what's going on with the podcast. It's clearly just me. It's your girl. As you guys know, Camille and Breeze were a part of this podcast. They are no longer here. Sadly, love them down still. Like, those are my girls. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It just didn't work out. We are on different paths right now when it comes to like what we're trying to do with our time and being more intentional with our time. For me, my priority is still this platform. My priority is still connection and sisterhood and, you know, using this platform for good within this city. For them, like, Camille has her own stuff going on. Breeze has their own stuff going on. I'll tag their ads somewhere so y'all can still stay connected with them and what they're doing, which is all great things. Like, clock it. We're all just recentering and regrounding ourselves in, you know, where we're going in the next few years. And I commend them for, you know, for taking their time back 1000%. Because if I felt like my time wasn't being valued, or no, not even that. If I felt like my time, like if I wasn't passionate, like a dire, if I didn't have a dire passion to do something, I'm not going to do it. Like, my energy, you're going to tell, it's not going to be there. And that's what it started to be. And we had to have a few rough conversations to be like, what are we doing here? What's the real, like, what we got to be really realistic on what this is going to look like. And eventually it just got to a point where they were like, this ain't it no more for me. And it sucks because I kind of had to pull it out of them, but at the same time, I can be very like forward and aggressive, and I can be very not shy when I'm talking about issues that I'm passionate about. And I feel like they, you know, as they should, they're my friends. They want to be a part of something that they help to curate. But I just had to be like, this is not, it's not working. And we collectively decided that it would be best for them to not, you know, be on the podcast anymore, because this is something that takes a lot of time. And that's something that I want to give back to this platform, is more consistent content. As you can see, like ending season 3 like this and starting season 4 fresh and like not rebranded, but more so recentered, I think is going to be a great foundation for where this platform is going. So yeah, just know it's no, you know, it's what I want to make very, very, very clear is there's no bad blood. There's no bad beef with any of the girls, like anybody at all. People always assume when they don't see somebody, or, you know, when groups break up or whatever, that it's like, oh, there's beef. Baby, no, like we're like this. Like I live 5 minutes from Camille. I live 10 minutes from, like, we be still kicking it. You will still see us together. You will still see them in content. You will still see them in vlogs. They might pop up here and there. Like, they're still around, baby. So, yeah. We wish them nothing but the best with their future endeavors and their career paths, and nothing but love and kisses and hugs and the whole 9. With that being said, where this platform is going, I want to be really, really, really... I hate using the word intentional so much, but I want to be more intentional in collaborating with more people in the city, and collaborating with people that you wouldn't normally see me around, or doing things that you wouldn't normally see me doing. Like, I want to be able to try new things, vlog, and expose you guys to, you know, other things in Columbus rather than restaurants and the typical things that you see us doing. There's a lot of talent in this city that I think doesn't get the recognition. And granted, this platform isn't the biggest, but if I can help, you know, link one person to 2 people, that I did my job. So I asked you guys, well, I put it in my close friends to have you guys ask me some questions as I'm wrapping up season 3 of the podcast. And you guys have some juicy stuff, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm probably gonna choose a few. But the first one is, what does love look like for you the older you get? This is a great question. I think for me, love is, oh my God, love is selfless. Love is kind. Love does not boast. I mean, these are all true things. Like, you can just reference, you know, the Bible verse. But in this day and age, what I want love to look like is transparency, selfless, gentle, easy. Like, I am a very, very, very lovable person. And although, you know, like, I can't expect for somebody to treat me the exact same way that I would treat them. But at the same time, there's a level of expectation that I have for others that I consider to be a part of my circle, that, you know, we would somewhat be on the same wavelength of, you know, if I call you at 3 a.m. and I need something, you're there, because that's what I would do for you. So no, like, not the same exact thing, but different fonts, if that makes sense. Like, love to me is being able to show up with somebody and not having to worry about saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, and just fully being yourself because they love who you are as a person. What's the hardest part about showing up as the only one after being part of a team? Baby, doing it. Like, oh my gosh, I went from having a full team of people to it just being me. Like, I'm the marketing manager. I'm the production manager. I'm the production assistant. I'm the host. I'm the creative director. I'm the event planner. I'm the event coordinator. It's just me. And although it's easier now, but it's more time consuming up front because I have to now put in a lot more time than what I was doing before. I think the biggest difference is not having to wait for, other people to get things done. I think that's what kind of makes it easier, is being on my own timeline. But baby, that don't mean that it's still work. It's still work, if you ask me. And just still trying to uphold the values and the, what's the word? Yeah, still trying to uphold the values that this platform created, like being real, having real conversations, being real transparent. That's why I was gonna give, Cam and Breeze an opportunity to come and tell y'all for themselves, but they don't want to do that. So I feel like I've shared to the best of my ability to still keep things professional, and I'm not going to tell you all their business, but I feel like it's owed to, when you talk about being real, it's talking about what that realness looks like. And that's having these tough conversations and breaking up the group sometimes. What does success look like for you now without comparison? Success for me, honestly, is just showing up every day. I was in a season where I would get really, really lazy. I would be really, really tired. I would not be motivated to get anything done. I would not want to get dressed, look cute, and really give 110%. And now, no matter what I'm doing, as long as I'm giving 100, as long as I'm giving 110%, that is what success is. Because there's people that wake up every single day and they can't find motivation to do anything. So if there's one thing that you take away from this episode, is if you woke up today, you got dressed, you put on your big girl hat, your big boy hat, and you gave 110% to whatever it is that you do in your career, in your creative field, you're winning. I'm tired of seeing comparing, content that I see online. And obviously, yes, eventually we want to get to a place where we are successful, where we don't have to work 9 to 5s and what have you. That's everybody's dream for the most part. But I think we as a generation have lost the ability to just be our authentic selves. I miss Vine. I miss Triller. I miss when people made stupid, funny videos and was going viral based off those stupid, funny videos. Like Wolf Tyler and all those other creators that started on Vine. Love them down bad. We made the right people viral at that time. We made the right people famous, as the girls would say. And now it's unless you have, a super clean girl aesthetic on Instagram and you have a certain following on TikTok, and that's what some people's idea of success is. And it's I'm over it. Is soft girl era still a thing, or are we entering a real girl era? Yeah. Okay, so I feel I don't know. I want to say it's going to take a real man to get me to fully sit down and be in my soft girl era. For me personally, I am in a I don't even know what I don't want to put. I hate putting labels on things. I'm just in an era where I'm just being a lot more unapologetically myself, no matter where I'm at or who I'm with. And I'm learning that people aren't always going to like what you have to say, no matter how close you are to that person. And that's okay. People aren't always going to like what you do, and that's okay. I'm at a point where I'm reevaluating who truly makes me feel like I can be my real self. Because I say this all the time. I'm very goofy. I'm very silly. I try not to take life too serious at all. Like, I have to be serious from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. So after 5 p.m., I'm a very, very goofy girl. And if I can't be a goofy girl around you, friend, family, romantically, then you're not for me. So I guess we would call it real girl era. But I want to be in my soft girl era. Like, but I think being a real girl and being a soft girl can be intertwined. That's why I hate labels, because I'm a real girl, yes, but I'm also like, I like to get my nails done still. I like to pamper myself and do all the cute things that makes me romanticize life on a day-to-day basis. If this season of your life had a title, what would it be? So, you know what's so funny? At the beginning of 2025, I did content with my baker friend, my friend Scott. She has a bakery business. She made me a cake, and it said this next chapter is called reinforcement. So 2025 was supposed to be about reinforcement. I kid you not, I don't know if it was the day before or the day after we did that shoot, is when a tree collapsed in my apartment. So I'm done labeling, to say the least. This chapter is called whatever God wants this chapter to be. Because y'all, every single month this year has been something drastic. And I've been keeping track, actually. So I'm about to, because January 2025, tree and apartment. February, Valentine's cake and sip. That was my first cake and sip. March, I had an Otherworld collab, but then my mom also got sick again. April, my mom got sick again, but we had this big gala that we went to. May, so every month has been like something really high, but something really low. And I feel like, I don't know why I started writing these things down, but I had to stop putting a label on what these eras are called. Like when somebody asked me, oh, like, what is this new chapter in your life going to be like? Or what do you want to do in 28? That whatever God sees fit. God got it. Because me trying to write me trying to write my own script as to what my life is going to be like, I'm not doing it ever. I learned my lesson. I heard God loud and clear. He got it. He got it. I don't want no parts of the pen no more, because God has a very, very, very funny way of humbling you so quick. So I don't have a name for this chapter, unfortunately. What's one thing you're manifesting for season 4 unapologetically? Consistency. That's something that, unfortunately, this platform has always struggled with, like just being 1000% real. I wish I was able to, drop episodes once, if not twice a month. I wish I was able to drop episodes even once a week, even. Like, I wish I had a whole production team, and like, I wish. So that's something that I want to not only manifest, but put work into, is like, okay, how do it's like, what time do I need to set aside in order to make these things happen? Like, what schedule do I have to put myself on to where I know I can record this day, edit this day, do clips this day, what have you? Because what I'm working towards is trying to post an episode at least once every 2 weeks. And dare I say that, prayerfully so, it will happen. But like I said, God has a funny way of humbling you. So, but you know what they say, faith without work is dead. And if I want this platform to really go somewhere, I'm gonna have to put in the work. So that's just what it's gonna have to be. What's something you'd say to the version of you who started this podcast journey? That's a great question. I hate when people say that, like, this is gonna sound really cliche, like the whole keep going thing. I would say keep going, but slow down and smell the roses. Like, just slow down. Slow down. I feel like a lot of, season by season, there was some sort of like replanning, repurposing, recentering what our goals and accomplishments were going to be for the season. But I don't think we really went into depth as to what that was going to look like, because as you can see, we started out with a whole we had a whole trailer. We came in with a bang, and now it's just me on this couch. So I think really just like not wanting to be so fast paced with the industry, which is normal because having a social platform, you have to keep up with the times and you have to keep up with what's going on. But I think if I'm going to be intentional and really take this serious, I'm going to have to do things a lot more in depth and seriously and slower. And what that means for me is, you know, if I want to collab with somebody, not waiting, you know, 2 weeks to say, hey, I want to collab with you. Like that's not, like, you're joking. How are you protecting your peace in your solo season? That's a great question. I think just setting clear boundaries. I think you know, I used to be the girl that didn't say no to a lot of things. And I used to be the girl that would overextend myself for some people. And I still kind of do to a certain extent. But I think really being like standing on business, as they would say, is how I've been protecting my peace, at least within the last few months. That's how it's been. And it's been working out great. We are happy over here. Also, just like truly putting God at the center of my life. I think I saw a post on TikTok and it was like, you can't say that God is truly at the center of your life if you only pray when you're going through something, or you only pray when you're like, okay, thank you, God, for this thing, that thing. Like, when God is at the center of your life, truly, you will literally center God in every situation that you have going on. So like this podcast, my job, my relationships, my friendships, my family, you literally have to put God at the forefront. God is in the driver's seat and you're putting all your trust in him. That in itself has been probably the best thing I could have ever done for myself this year, honestly. I fasted for the first time. It was hard. But it was my first time actually accomplishing a fast. And when I tell you, after that, I was so clear-minded, but I was so emotional. And I had so much more empathy for any and everything. And if you know me, you know I'm a crybaby and I'm already an empath. So just imagine. Like the amount of clarity that I had. And the reason why I had started that fast, it wasn't like I didn't go into it thinking, you know, I wanted clarity. I went into it thinking, I just want to be closer to God. I want my relationship to be a lot stronger. But what I got out of it was clarity. So if that's just another testament to, you know, you think God is doing one thing, or you think you would like God for do the one thing and he actually ends up doing a 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 things. Yeah. Okay, last thing is, what does becoming her again look like for you right now? Baby, I was never not her. Let's get one thing straight. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down because we're about to close it out. I was never not her. I just have always exuded confidence, and like I can say with the utmost humbleness and respect, and like I don't mean to come off as boastful at all, but I think once you have went through but so much stuff and you have put in the work to become the woman that you are today, and I'm not talking about looks, I'm talking about character, and you are able to walk into a room with your head held high, confident, and knowing you demand respect, you are her. You're her. I don't care what, like the whole shaming, people that say I'm her, I'm him. I mean, I don't say that to myself, but for the sake of the question, like, yeah, you are her. I am Brianna. And what happened? Like, there's not a person that I haven't come into contact with recently that hasn't wanted to connect with me. And again, this is me being very humble, but I think I just carry a certain light on me now that, and it's not for everybody. I'm not saying that I mesh with everybody, but I'm saying you can always tell when, you know, the light of your life is showing up everywhere you go, because people want to be a part of that. So yeah, I'm her. I was never not her. I may have been depressed her. I may have been lost her. I may have been down bad her. I may have been confused her, but baby, I was always her. Thank you. I hope this has been an eye-opener for a lot of you. I hope, you know, surprise, cat's out the bag, that it's just me now. Give me grace, please. When I tell y'all, baby, I'm trying to figure it out just like y'all are. And I don't know, you know, like obviously the anniversary is, well, today, Wednesday. And normally we would take a break in November and then we would come back December, January. I don't think I'm going to take a break. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do want to close it out here. I'm so glad to be back. And if my voice is shaky, it's because I was kind of nervous during parts of this. It's not an easy thing to let cats out the bag without the people that should be here, but that's okay. And yeah, cheers to season 3 coming to a close. I can't believe it's about to be season 4. The best is yet to come. And yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a beat. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Cheers.